What if the most isolated continent on Earth wasn't just a vast expanse of ice, but a forgotten library, a natural vault holding the most disturbing secrets of our own existence? Imagine a place where the planet's geological history intertwines with inexplicable magnetic anomalies, where ancient maps defy chronology, and where the discovery of a perfectly preserved ghost ship is just the tip of the iceberg. What would you do if you knew that beneath the untouched surface of Antarctica lie relics that could rewrite the history of humanity, and that the world's greatest minds are in a desperate race to unravel these enigmas before time runs out? Antarctica, a continent of ice and mystery, is much more than a frozen desert. It is a sanctuary of relics, a graveyard of shipwrecks, and a stage for anomalies that defy the very logic of science. Far from the curious eyes of the world, beneath its vast and untouched surface, lie secrets that could rewrite the history of humanity and unravel enigmas that have endured for millennia. We're not just talking about conventional scientific discoveries, but about traces of a forgotten past, maps that reveal knowledge impossible for their time, and geological phenomena that force us to question everything we know about our planet. Prepare for a deep dive into the darkest corners of Antarctica, where reality blends with the inexplicable, and where each revelation brings us closer to a truth that may be stranger and more disturbing than any fiction. Antarctica, this vast white desert, is a frozen museum of relics that defy human comprehension. On its shores and beneath its ice lie testimonies of heroic explorations and mysteries that transcend science. Every piece of wood, every rusty object, tells a story of bravery and despair against the relentless forces of nature. In 2022, the world held its breath with the rediscovery of Ernest Shackleton's ship, the Endurance, at the bottom of the Weddell Sea. Missing since 1915 after being crushed by ice, the vessel was found in an almost miraculous state of preservation, with its name still visible on the stern, like a marine ghost that refused to be forgotten. It was not just a shipwreck, it was a frozen symbol of human resilience in the face of the unknown, a portal to the past that reminds us of the audacity of the first explorers. The dark wood, the intact ropes, the masts still standing, everything seemed to have been preserved by a supernatural force, defying the corrosion of time and salt water. But the continent's mysteries aren't limited to lost ships. Historic cabins, used by Shackleton and Robert Falcon Scott, remain standing, untouched by time, as if their occupants had only left for a brief expedition and could return at any moment. The thin air and extreme cold acted as a perfect preservative. Personal belongings, tools, and even food remain in their places, creating a ghostly atmosphere of suspended time. Their biscuit tin, a pair of leather boots, an open diary on a table. Every detail evokes the presence of those who defied the limits of survival. These places are more than monuments. They are time capsules that connect us directly to the heroic era of polar exploration, a somber reminder of the sacrifices made in the pursuit of knowledge in one of the most hostile environments on the planet. Antarctica, therefore, reveals itself not only as a backdrop, but as a silent guardian of stories and memories, waiting for the right moment to reveal its deepest secrets. In the icy heart of Antarctica, science encounters phenomena that defy any conventional explanation. An anomalous region near the South Pole, informally known as the South Pole Hole, has intrigued scientists for decades. It is not a physical opening, but a magnetic and gravitational anomaly detected by satellites, the cause of which remains a mystery. There is speculation about unusual geological formations, deposits of exotic minerals, or even a hidden crater beneath the ice, but the mere existence of this phenomenon is enough to fuel theories bordering on the inexplicable. Could it be a flaw in the planet's structure itself, or something more? Something that science doesn't yet have the tools to understand. In addition, the famous Piri Reis map, drawn in 1513 by a Turkish admiral, presents a representation of Antarctica without ice. This is a temporal paradox, since the continent would only be officially recognized centuries later, and its ice cover is thousands of years old. The precision of its coordinates is astonishing for the time. How could a 16th century cartographer have accessed geographical information about a pre-glacial Antarctica? Was it the result of lost ancient observations of a forgotten civilization with advanced knowledge, or of a cartographic error so monumental that it became a legend? The question remains unanswered, casting a shadow of doubt over the chronology of human exploration and knowledge. Antarctica, therefore, is not just a continent of ice, but a repository of enigmas that question the very foundation of our history. It forces us to consider the possibility that the past of Earth and humanity is far more complex and mysterious than textbooks tell us. Antarctica, in its apparent stillness, hides surprising geological activity that shapes extreme environments and possibly harbors forms of life still unknown. Researchers have revealed the existence of more than 90 volcanoes hidden beneath the ice sheet, some of them active, such as Mount Erebus, which maintains a lava lake inside, an incandescent inferno beneath the white mantle. The heat released by these volcanic formations carves out veritable ice caves, some with internal temperatures reaching an astonishing 25 degrees Celsius. The contrast between the freezing exterior and the heated interior is so extreme that scientists believe these caves may harbor life forms adapted to darkness and subterranean heat, an isolated ecosystem that defies the laws of biology. Robots and sensors have already been sent to explore the depths of these Erebus caves, searching for signs of life that could redefine our understanding of the existence of organisms in extreme environments. Each probe that descends is an attempt to unveil a parallel biological universe, hidden from sunlight for millennia. If such life forms are found, they could forever change how we view the possibility of life on other planets with similar conditions. Antarctica would then become an astrobiological laboratory on Earth, a gateway to understanding extraterrestrial life. Furthermore, the geographical South Pole itself, now marked by a simple metal rod, has its own peculiarities. Every year, this marker needs to be moved a few meters because the ice on which it is installed shifts slowly, in an imperceptible but constant movement. It is a disturbing physical reminder that even the most fixed points on the planet are in constant motion, and that Antarctica, in its grandeur, is a living, constantly transforming organism, holding secrets we are still far from understanding. The very stability of our world is an illusion. With so many discoveries and so many signs that the continent still holds countless secrets, one last inevitable question arises, and perhaps the most disturbing of all. With the relentless advance of global warming, could Antarctica cease to be this frozen desert and return to being a green and habitable land as it once was? The idea of a continent once covered in tropical forests and inhabited by dinosaurs is no longer a fantasy, but a reality proven by fossils and geological evidence. What if this distant past becomes our near future? If the glaciers recede enough to reveal fertile landscapes, intact fossils of unknown creatures, valuable mines of unexplored resources, and, even more frighteningly, life forms that have evolved in isolation for millions of years, who will be ready to take control? Antarctica, which today seems untouchable and protected by treaties, could become the most contested territory of the future, a coveted prize for nations and corporations. What lies beneath the ice is not just part of Earth's history, it may be part of what is yet to come, a dystopian scenario where human greed clashes with the fragility of the planet. The truth is that Antarctica is not just a continent, but a frozen Pandora's box, and the thaw may be the key to unlocking secrets that humanity may not be prepared to face. Antarctica, this continent of extremes, continues to challenge us with its mysteries. From ships lost in time to maps that rewrite history, and volcanoes that heat ice caves, each discovery reminds us how little we truly know about our own planet. What else lies hidden beneath this vast and impenetrable ice sheet? What truths await revelation when the thaw exposes what nature has guarded for millennia? Antarctica is not just a place. It is a living enigma, a constant reminder that the unknown is always lurking, ready to surprise and perhaps frighten us. And what do you think about these Antarctic mysteries? Do you believe there's more to it than official science tells us? Leave your theory in the comments below. Your perspective is crucial to unraveling these secrets. If this journey into the inexplicable has sparked your curiosity, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future explorations. Share this content with those who like us. Dare to question what lies beyond the surface. And to continue your immersion in the enigmas of our world, check out the next video we've prepared for you. The truth is often hidden in the coldest depths.